So after the high of The Last Picture Show, BBS could have coasted, but coasting wasn't really their thing. Instead, they swerved into one of their most restrained and quietly haunting films, The King of Marvin Gardens, in 1972. Jack Nicholson, for once, dials it way down, playing a radio monologist who gets drawn into his brother's doomed fantasy of building a casino empire on an island in Hawaii. Most of the film unfolds in a wintry, pre-gambling Atlantic City, shot with a kind of off-season melancholy where the boardwalk feels less like a tourist destination and more like a ghost town holding onto its last few teeth. It's the BBS dream of the quote-unquote big score, but played as a slow, gray come-down. And critics were divided. Audiences weren't exactly clamoring for more, and by now, the cracks in BBS were starting to show. Schneider was throwing himself into radical politics, supporting the Black Panthers, working on the Daniel Ellsberg defense, while Rafelson was getting burnt out, wary of who was even hanging around the La Brea offices anymore. Columbia Pictures, their studio partner, was in deep financial trouble. The freewheeling experiment that had started with Easy Rider now felt like it was running on fumes. There was one last burst of ambition, though, that didn't make it into this Criterion box set. In 1974, Bert Schneider produced Hearts and Minds, Peter Davis's Vietnam War documentary. It started as a film about Ellsberg, but grew into a sprawling, unflinching look at the war's origins, the culture that sustained it, and the human cost on both sides. Columbia tried to shut it down, worried about lawsuits and bad PR, but Schneider pushed ahead, got it into Cannes, and later secured a one-week qualifying run in LA. And then...
The winner is Hearts and Minds. Peter Davis and Bert Schneider.
The film won the Oscar for Best Documentary. Schneider, using his acceptance speech to send a greeting of friendship from the Provisional Revolutionary Government of South Vietnam,
greetings of friendship to all the American people.
Which did not go over great with Bob Hope and Frank Sinatra. And just weeks later, Saigon fell, the war ended, and with it, so did BBS. In 7 years, they'd gone from the Monkees to an Oscar-winning Vietnam documentary, from pop confections to confronting the darkest chapters of American history. It was, in its own way, the most fittingly dramatic exit that they could have written.